such an asshole!
AssholeConsulting.com. Go there if you have questions. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-biddy-ba-diddy-boo. Hey, asshole. So I'm currently in college at a local community college. I still haven't decided what my major is. A lot of my friends are majoring in business, political science, and other stupid, useless craps. I definitely don't want to follow in their footsteps. That being said, I have a 3.5 GPA, and after this upcoming fall semester, I have no choice but to decide my major since I'm done with my general classes at that point. I always want to be in the medical field, working in the hospital or emergency room. I researched some career paths and seemed interested in CRNA and surgery. Both require a ton of schooling, but what worries me is if I have the mental capacity to get through all that. I have an average IQ. I'm not super smart nor stupid, but right in between. I work hard and continue to work hard. But in your opinion, do you think an average person can get through medical school? Last thing I want to do is rack up loans and end up dropping out. Again, I'm not lazy. I work hard to achieve my goals, but being realistic, does an average Joe like me have the mental capacity to get through school? Thanks, asshole. So then I asked you a couple questions like, did you really try on your IQ test? Did you have it professionally tested? All that other stuff. And you've taken several. You know you're average. You didn't try in high school. You're not the best at math. You can pull off a B in math and sciences. So, yeah, dude, no. I don't mean to shoot your dreams down, but if you try to pursue a dream you're not capable of, like, let's take a perfect example. All the women that believe Oprah and her bullshit, and they can do everything. The women who can do it all, they're miserable because you can't do it all. There's not enough time in a day to be a corporate executive, a volunteer on a nonprofit, a sex scene in the bed with your husband, although women usually throw that away, and then be a good mother. You just don't have the time for that. And so you don't, and then they live miserable lives trying to do it, and they get divorced, their children hate them because they did all things equally shittily. So if you're sure you're average, yeah, I wouldn't try it, man. And it's not that I recommend people don't become doctors. But you might want to read, we have a doctor, one of our agents in the field, and he's written 2 lengthy pieces that would be of benefit for anyone to read, and maybe I'll go find them and put them in the link below, about how it's just not worth becoming a doctor. The amount of progressive credentialism, the amount of bullshit you got to go through to become a doctor, all these tests, the cost, in the end, it's like, okay, maybe when you're 40, you got a life. So it's already a 50-50 on the fence kind of decision. And if you are not at least smart, I'm not saying you have to be a genius, but if you truly are average, you got an IQ of 100, yeah, I wouldn't do it, dude. I'd look at something else. The problem is the way you write, and you got a 3.5 GPA, I'm wondering if you weren't like me or everyone, we just mailed it in, we didn't give a shit, we didn't try because we were so exhausted from the mind-numbing bullshit of school that we didn't know we were really smart. And if you actually put your effort into it, say, okay, here's your potential. So what I would do is I would try one more time, get an IQ test, and really take it. I mean, you know, don't. I understand you're tired, but now your life depends on it. Find out what your real IQ and intelligence is, because if you're like me and millions of other people. You are smart, you're just too damn lazy and exhausted to give a shit anymore. You'll never know. But yeah, right now, if you're sure you're average, yeah, that would be the straw that broke the camel's back. I want to go into medical school. It's rigorous, it takes way too damn long, and not to mention the investment and the risk. So I don't know, find a trade, find something. That is something you really got to want to become, and you really got to have a lot of money and time to do it. I wouldn't. You couldn't. I don't think you could pay me enough to be a doctor. Fuck that. So, anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.